All right, to our right, Bruins will go right to left here in set number 1 in the light blue uniforms. Andrew Rowan will be the first server of the night. Jumps it up and away we go. First of a 2-match series, Bruins and Cougars. Little skip shot backside, cross court, Benson is dug. Come the Bruins. And right away, UCLA is on the board. Go to their go-to man, Cooper Robinson, leading the team just over 3.5 kills per set.
Robinson has been dynamic all season long. They really like to get him going on early in the match to set that momentum.
Andrew Rowan still serving. Rowan with 17 aces on the year, puts it in play. Tyler Herget outside left, it goes. High off the wall from Romanis. Covered off the soft block. Little wipe-off attempt for Robinson, doesn't work. Robinson, ball hangs on the tape. Cougars get it back. Here come the Bruins, long second point tonight. Robinson up top with the front row dig. Romanis to Fuga. Out to the left it goes, Romanis. Covered Rowan, long second point. Thorne sets it up, but Herget off of Robinson it goes. So Thorne trying to keep it obviously on his side of the net. That didn't work too well.
Great patience by BYU. If they want to win this ball game, they have to find ways to stay patient in transition, and can they earn on its second and third ball opportunities.
Tyler Herget, the setter, 16 aces for the Cougars. BYU gets 1.35 aces per set as a team, and there's the first block of the night. That's Mix Romanis and Nico Hales. Hales, a terrific freshman middle for BYU. He's from Alexandria, Virginia. He's had some big numbers at times this year.
Great vision there by Hales, getting in front of his attacker and just taking space. His hands always in a good spot with the block. 77
blocks now on the air for Nico Hales. Second to Tion Taylor. Left side, cross court there. Rama can't get it down. The ball drops. Couple of Bruins colliding there, Rowan and Robinson. The ball drops.
BYU trying to push the Bruins off the net here with their serve. Trying to get them out of system and try and get those block touches to control the ball in transition.
3 in a row for BYU. Herget down the middle. That's an overpass. Romanis will dump it down. A little 4-0 early run here for the Cougars.
Herget doing a really great job of applying that service pressure in rotation 1 here. BYU trying to chip away, especially having all 3 attackers at the net.
Cougars have won 5 out of 6. Only blemish in that span. Lost in 3 at Grand Canyon, just like the Bruins did. It's the only UCLA loss in the MPSF this year, a 3-setter in Phoenix. Came back, UCLA did. 1 in 5, survived a 42 service error evening. Had to be some sort of record. Can't remember anybody's going for 42 service errors, but an ace serve here.
Rod jumps into the court, making contact. Great hand to ball, driving that ball into the seam.
29th ace for Cooper Robinson, tying him with Ido David for the team lead. Might get another one, he does. Off of Tafuga, back-to-back aces for Cooper Robinson. He's got 30.
Currently front row outside.
Bruins are 4th in the country this week in aces per set, 1.95 coming in. Also 4th in the country in hitting, 359 as a team. Herget in the middle. Swing for Hales, can't get it down. Herget again to Hales, this time it works.
Great set by Herget, finding his middle in transition. Hales being up and available. The freshman standing at 6'8", does a really great job of being up in the air on center ball contact, giving him that opportunity to beat the block of the Bruins.
Here's Mix Ramos. Missed some time early in the season. Ball down the middle of the court. Rowan, run Cameron Thorne to Fuga and Hales. Couple of early match blocks here for BYU. They get 2.36 per set. They get the first 2 tonight, and they lead it by 2.
Defense starts with vision, ball setter, ball hitter. Right now, BYU doing a really great job of identifying where the ball is offensively and getting in the right spot.
Off the tape, left side Benson, 3 blockers up for UCLA, and it drops in right on that sideline. A short corner, first block for the Bruins.
Textbook three-man block there on that out-of-system play for the Bruins, identifying that, yes, it was out-of-system. They were able to get all three blockers up. I would like to see Benson try and attack high hands.
Give Cameron Thorne his 81st block of the year. That one, of course, a block assist. Bruins getting 2.41 blocks per set as a team, and there is Sean Kelly.
Where the Bruins will persevere this ball game is at the service line. BYU really needs to solidify a two-option pass, meaning that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be high and off the net.
Sean Kelly, the freshman out of Loyola High. Hurgit, backside to Fuga. Two blockers up for the Bruins, and Tufuga slams it off the wall for the right side kill. 7 will serve 6 here in set 1, just getting the series started. Very high-profile top 7 series. Number 2 hosting number 7.
Tufuga doing a really great job swinging high off the hands. A little bit of a home match for him just from Long Beach down that 405 freeway.
Lakewood High, again, one of 8 who hail from California on the Cougar roster. There is Sean McQuiggan. Nice to see him in the front row for UCLA. Again, he earlier this year in a huge win at UC Irvine.
McQuiggan
tied the all-time conference record.
Correct. McQuiggan had a little bit of a slow start this season in the MPSF, but has really ramped up his ball game and has truly made such a big presence in the middle for the Bruins.
Benson on the left, 3 blockers up for the Bruins, but the ball spins all the way across the court and goes out.
I think his elbow and hand high, swinging hard.
273 hitter on the season, 3.34 kills per set. Going to be an all-conference honoree again this year. 8-7, left side, Sean Kelly looks short sideline. He's got another kill.
Kelly doing a great job of mixing up the toolbox offensively. Has come in off the bench in the latter part of the season for the Bruins and has really made an impact.
Sean Kelly at the service line. Ball taken by Mix Romanis. Hurgit, far and tall set all the way across to the pin. Cougars can't get it down yet. Ball set. BYU, the libero did that. Left side cross court, Benson cross court. Dug up, Robinson takes a swing, but into the net it goes, and the Cougars retake the lead 9-8.
Robinson trying to keep that tempo on the diving bump set because he can. Just Cooper Robinson wasn't able to go fast enough to that ball. It might have been a little bit too low of a set in transition.
One quick note, if you haven't noticed yet, as an ace is served here by Luke Benson. Benson, that is his 20th ace of the year. Zach Rama, who normally wears number 21, he is wearing number 28 for UCLA tonight. Whistle, that's a foot fault.
I like Benson trying to challenge that sideline of the Bruins, just got caught on that foot fault.
Sean McQuiggan to serve down the far sideline, and they run Tion Taylor. Tion Taylor is 31 for his last 56 swinging without a hitting error. That goes back 5 weeks to March 8th.
To say it's impressive is an understatement. Hitting .510 on the season in the middle. The senior at 6'6", believe it or not, is undersized. Huge block for BYU, creating that momentum. Tion Taylor at the service line. But Taylor, again, has that leadership role, is a dynamic offensive threat for BYU.
Hurgit gets another block. BYU's got 3 quick blocks tonight. It is 12-9 as the Cougars match their biggest lead briefly. The service error brings it to a 2-point difference, and back to the original rotation of Andrew Rowan at the service line. Jump it up and fire one down the middle to Fuga. Hurgit, 2 balls, got it. It's the right time to do it. Bruins left a little bit of an opening.
Hurgit hasn't been the most offensive front row setter, but he has that window of opportunity because his vision, he's using his peripheral vision to allow him that opportunity to now have 13 kills on the season.
Come back with the service error. Matthew Aziz on the court now for UCLA, the L2. And Cooper Robinson, 2 aces last time around. Bruins down a couple here in set 1. It's the tape to Fuga. Lateral pass there to Romanes. Get it to Luke Benson, who drops it in.
BYU is efficient out of system. They are very strong out of system. They know how to score out of system. They see the court out in front of them very well, and it might not be a 100% swing on that ball, but it'll be 75-80% swing placement, not power.
Senior out of Walnut Creek at the line. That's Mix Romanes. Serves down the middle. Run Cameron Thorne, the MPSF hitting leader at 5:56. Scores in the middle.
Thorne continuing to be one of the best lateral blockers in the nation, one of the best offensive attackers in the nation. Previously played at GCU, part of that all-freshman MPSF team.
Romanes front court, backside to Fuga. Tip over the wall, it drops in. A ball the Bruins are going to feel they absolutely should have picked up. That brings us to a media timeout. BYU 15, UCLA timeout. Ball served down the middle by Ian Little, a serving sub. Sean McQuiggan, that is no good.
Too many attack errors on the side of the Bruins right now are allowing BYU to have this cushion of a lead, but never say never inside Poly Pavilion. If BYU wants to keep this lead, they need to keep that service pressure with their disciplined defense.
Puts the Bruins at zeros. 5 kills, 5 errors, 15 swings. Left-handed Little serves Kelly in the back row. McQuiggan, they go right back to him. So much we see that after a hitting error, they go right back to the same guy, and he succeeds on his second try.
It establishes hitter confidence. As a setter, if your attacker misses but it's an aggressive error, set them again. Tell them, hey, I know you can hit that ball, make that kill. I'm going to go back to you, and you can absolutely put that away.
Zach Rama, a service error. Tafuga will be the server for BYU. Cougars are 7-3 on the road this year. UCLA 7-1 inside this building. Matching their first place conference record. There's an ace. Coach Hawks has the green card in his hand. Will he go through with it though? I don't think so. I think he might just call a timeout. 20 swings, 3 players with 2 kills apiece. Benson, Herget, and Tafuga. And Tafuga from the near corner will put it in play. Get it to Rowan, a little 2-ball setter kill himself.
You have to prioritize Andrew Rowan when he's setting in the front row. He is absolutely an offensive threat. Standing at 6'6", he doesn't even need to jump to throw that ball down, and when he sees a window of opportunity, he's going to take it.
25th kill of the year for Andrew Rowan. Sean Kelly down the middle, and a swing from the back. That is out. Flag is up. Just the second hitting error for the Cougars. Back-to-back Bruin points out of the timeout.
I like the Cougars trying to get that back row attack going. They want to get the Bic and the D-ball.
Ball taken in the back by Hauser in the light blue libero jersey for the Cougars. Herget to Tion Taylor, and Bruins block Tion Taylor, who had been 31 for his last 57 without an error. 6 straight matches, 5 weeks worth of volleyball. And the Bruins get a block. Little 3-0 run, make it a 4-0 run.
A big-time volleyball. He was a part of the Division I CIF championship team and also player of the year for Loyola High School.
After his 7th ace of the season, goes long there, keeping BYU ahead. Here's Luke Benson. Benson had an ace earlier in the set, his 20th of the season.
Coming into the red zone, both teams looking to earn that first ball side out, especially with such aggressive serving at the service line. It's really important to note that at this level of volleyball, if you don't serve aggressive, it's going to be a free ball, and the other team is going to have a very high percentage of siding out.
Well, here's the redshirt freshman from Honolulu, Kahale Klini, coming in to serve. He's got 10 aces. Crowd getting behind him. He fires away. Ball taken by Hauser in the back. Out to the left. Romanes working off 2 blockers. Mix Romanes.
Romanes bringing a super steady and even keel game. Coach was sharing with us earlier. Romanes averaging 2.92 kills per set on the season. Also a California kid out of Walnut Creek.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of time this year. Just his 39th set out of the Cougars' 93 on the season. So here is one of the top servers in the country, Keone Thim. 11th in the country, in fact, in aces per set. And Cooper Robinson and the Bruins quick to get out of that rotation.
Even with 2 blockers up on the side of BYU, Robinson is able to carve up inside the block because of his point of contact. He's contacting on top of the antenna, allowing him to find that range of opportunity, especially inside that block.
All right, Bruins, once down by 5 at 18-13, now down 20-19, trying to get over the set 1 hump. Run the middle, the Cougars do. Nice quick middle assist from Herget. It goes to Nico Hales, who's had a really good first set.
Herget establishing his middles when he's given the opportunity, and his middles are succeeding right now. Now that he's established his middles, it really opens up one-on-one opportunities for his pin attackers.
Herget, all taken in the back by Rama, who's wearing 28 tonight, and a Cooper Robinson out on the right side. Oh, he talking to John Hawks earlier. We said, you know, he's told us that we're going to see a little bit of that. Rama hitting on the right. You'll see Robinson from time to time out there as well.
Stating that both Robinson and Rama, versatile athletes, feel very fluid and comfortable attacking both on the left and the right. And that gives them the opportunity to run different offensive routes, different offensive schemes, with that block touch going out point to BYU. But another tool in the Bruins toolbox is having those different routes with those 2 athletes.
All right, BYU 22-20. Here's Mix Romanes at the service line for the Cougars. Very good serve. Maybe even a better pass there from Sean Kelly to keep the Bruins alive in the point. Rama, but right there, Luke Benson to meet him, and a second and final timeout called by UCLA.
Great block move there by Ben Sills and 5 digs.
Yeah, the Bruins had cut it to within 1 there a couple times after big. Mix Romanes out of the timeout, still serving. BYU hitting .385. And UCLA just at 143. Bruins second in the conference and 4th in the country in hitting, .359, but having a tough time in set 1 and gonna have to string together some service point victories to have a shot here in this first set.
Set is still back row for BYU, giving them all 3 front row attackers up and available. Look for maybe a big attack for the Cougars.
Here's Coleman McDonough in to serve. And the Cougars with that will have a trio of set points. Nico Hales back to serve. Misfires there. Hales coming in with 6 aces, but he's done pretty much everything well here in this first set. Bruins forced to win back-to-back service points. Cougar fans, plenty of them as usual. They're on their feet across the way. Cougars on the move. Benson for the set. Dug up back row by Robinson. Swing up front from Kelly. 3 blockers up tall for BYU. Kelly clears the wall, but Herget for the dig. To Fuga this time there, and it'll be popped up Robinson. Chance for the Bruins, but McQuiggan is roofed. Tion Taylor and Taylor and Jonathan Tafuga with the block, and set 1 to BYU, 25-22.
Tafuga really stepping into that right side role. He's always been a left side attacker. Coach sharing that He's a leader on the court. He creates plays. Tafuga right now batting .750 on the ball game, 3 kills on 4 attempts, 0 errors, and now 2 blocks in the first set alone.
Well, BYU had 5 blocks in that set, hit 370 as a team. UCLA hit less than 100 in set 1. Again, ranking 4th, or down by 5 blocks. So Mix Romanus be the first server. 2 teams, of course, swap sides. Set 2, away we go. Ball popped up practically from the floor by Kelly. Left side, Robinson, his 8th attack tonight. Left side swing for Benson, can't get it down. Tafuga out on the right. And the opposite manages to get it through the wall, trickles in there. And Tafuga, his 4th kill on 5 swings.
Tafuga is a steady athlete. He creates opportunities. He's not going to be flashy, but he has good touches. He thinks ahead of the ball game, has that volley IQ, and you're really seeing it here.
Robinson on one knee on the reception and now swings. The flag is up, no touch. That is a hitting error for Cooper Robinson.
Robinson trying to challenge that 5-6 seam. It was the right swing, just going a bit too long there.
First couple of points to set 2 for Romanus and the Cougars. Rowan in the front row, and Zach Rama flying high right behind that 10-foot line.
The Bruins love running their offense down the middle of the court. That quick pick is so efficient for them because the tempo of the big set is equivalent to that of the quick. They're right on top of each other, very difficult to block.
Andrew Rowan at the service line. This one is going too deep. And the Cougars off to the same 4-point start as they had in set 1, 3-1. They had that little 4-0 run after the Bruins scored the first point of the night. And the only lead change to that first set was when the Cougars took that 2-1 lead. Overpass, Tion Taylor, and he will miss that. I feel like he's going to knock that down 9 out of 100. He's got a couple of hitting errors tonight.
It is, and I can say it looks like an all-you-can-eat buffet, and then you just shoot it a little bit too long. He caught the underside of that volleyball.
I'll reiterate, again, 6 straight matches without a hitting error, 57 swings worth, 5 weeks of volleyball. And he's got 2 early hitting errors tonight. His team is in the lead, though. Thorne, second effort, off balance. He got that one.
Thorne just creating opportunity on the side of the Bruins, being able to just step close directly up to that ball and place it deep into area 1. In those chaotic transition points, try and just have placement on the ball just like Thorne did, going to that area 1 spot.
Robinson puts it in the air, leans in, good serve down the middle. Ball up against the net, but it's going to be too many contacts for BYU. Tough serve, Cooper Robinson. But to your point earlier, BYU, one of the best in the business playing volleyball out of system. It almost worked for them again right there. Eventually called for an extra hit. UCLA gets the point. Had a brief lead at 4-3. Just the second lead of the night for UCLA, but now tied up after the service error. Tafuga, no good on the service error, returning that favor. Cameron Thorne will give it a go. 15 aces on the air for Cameron Thorne. Bruins have now eclipsed 150 ace mark on the season. Herget out to the left pin. Benson with 3 blockers up. Running up there is Rowan. Rama, a little skip shot. Certainly not the cleanest of points. BYU picks it up from Robinson's ball. Here's Benson on the left. Not yet. Robinson all around the court here. Rama scores. Well, Cooper Robinson was all around the court on that point.
That was one of the first extended rallies going in the favor of the Bruins because they're able to play that middle back defense a little bit deeper. They're shifting into those seams and creating opportunities out of system.
Cameron Thorne puts it in the air, off the tape it goes. Front row, Taylor will set. Benson up there is Cameron Thorne for a front row dig. Rama down the line. Got it off of Hauser's left hand. 7-4 UCLA.
Thorne playing a little bit of left back defense as a middle blocker. We love to see middles playing left back defense. Thorne did a great job of reading that tip and just getting his shoulders and hips around that ball to dig it high on his side.
6 of the last 7 for the Bruins. Nice reception by Tafuga, saving a possible ace. Benson off the wall, and it drops.
Benson's bread and butter are those high sets. He performs, in my opinion, that much better with a higher set than a quicker in-system ball. He likes the high ball on the pin. He creates opportunities, going high hands, trying to carve up the defense of the other side of the net.
Benson 3 for 12, 167. Tafuga leading the way, 4 for an errorless 5. And for the Bruins now, 3 kills apiece, Rama and Robinson. Jump serve, Benson near the far corner. Ball taken by Robinson. McQuiggan having a rough go at it in the middle.
Tion Taylor, another block to his name. Now 97 blocks on the season. Coach Sean for BYU said nobody recruited Tion Taylor. He was a gnarly basketball player, an athlete, knew he was immediately physical as an athlete. Nobody recruited him. He stayed persistent, wanted to chase his dream of playing college volleyball. Came in as a walk-on, now starting middle blocker for BYU.
Right side kill for Rama, who will now be back to serve. By the way, that last error for McQuiggan puts him in negative numbers on 5 swings in the middle. Making a start tonight for the Bruins. Right side Tafuga. One-on-one with Sean Kelly, but Tafuga wins the battle.
Tafuga was able to win that because he finished his arm swing all the way through, challenging that Bruin block. He came in to tool that block high hands. He wasn't looking to try and beat it low into the seam.
Tion Taylor at the service line. Sends one down the middle. Rowan out to the left. It goes to Sean Kelly. Popped up, but a net violation is initially called. A couple of back row Cougars looking at each other there, but they did get the net violation. Sean Kelly still serving 9-7. Jump serve, Kelly leaning in. That's too deep.
The continuation of that serve and pass battle. You don't realize how fast this ball is moving, especially at this level of volleyball. This ball is being served just like that, well into 70 miles an hour down the sideline. And you have to try and manipulate a moving object that's 75 miles an hour to the setter target. It is very difficult to do.
So Tyler Herget ties it at 9 with an ace. It is the 3rd ace for BYU. Rowan left side, Robinson connects.
Robinson staying calm, cool, and collected on the left side. They want to try and find him a little bit more right now. Robinson having 4 kills on the ball game, hitting just above 0.
McQuiggan at the service line. Slap one right behind the 10-foot line. In the middle, Hales, and UCLA's in the net. Comes Kirchie.
The Bruins using both liberos, one Kirchie for serve receive and Aziz in number 14 for defense.
Kirchie's, of course, been used also as an outside throughout his Bruin days. There's Zach Rama.
When in doubt, find Zach Rama on that back row big attack. They like to move that big attack just a bit wider for Rama to carve up the angle that much sharper.
Rama 5 for 8, 1 air, that's 500. Jump serve, Rowan. All taken in the back by Hauser. A skip shot coming this way to Fuga. That's a UCLA point. The Cougars caught in the net there?
I believe Tufuga was called going under the net, so over that center line violation.
Giving UCLA, they're keeping UCLA on top, 12-10. Out to the left pin it goes. Benson off a touch. Aziz on the cover. Robinson. Off the soft block, Hauser near sideline. Romanis inside of 10. Get it through the wall. Pull kicked up by Aziz. What a play. Or, well, wait a minute. They're going to sit you know, it's just.
So for those wondering, it is called a replay. The point was not allotted due to the fact that the rally was not played out. The whistle stopped the rally. Nobody earned the point, but the pancake was true. Therefore, a replay.
Rowan forces the overpass. Cameron Thorne.
Thorne swinging high and away, saying thank you very much for that assist to the Cougars. Thorne going all the way back to the 10-foot line and swinging high and through.
Done that a couple times tonight, leaning backwards right in front of that 10-foot line. Hammering it away, 13-10. That one is gonna miss, not by much, and John Hawks is grabbing the green card.
The Bruins really upping. That ball was called out of bounds, point to BYU, but the Bruins are really upping their offense on the current set. They're batting .500, keeping BYU hitting .182. That has been the difference in set number 2. Higher efficiency from the offense of the Bruins.
All right, Hales. Aaron pass there from Rama. Kelly brings it back to the front, and Rama wiping it off. Couple of BYU middles, and not exactly how you drew that one up. Somehow it worked.
Rama attacking high hands. Very difficult to do with that set. Coming from behind your shoulder, having to track it up and over your head and redirect the ball out in front of that block. That's something that these athletes rep out every single day in the gym. We like to utilize a boogie board to go up and attack that boogie board, high hands, and just rep out continuously, try and swipe off those blocks.
Service error number 8 for UCLA. The Bruins do have 3 aces. Robinson to Rowan, Cameron Thorne.
Thorne up on that gap set, drawing the block up.
Right where we were in set 1, although this time the Bruins are in the lead. BYU won the first set by 3. Left side it goes. Benson off speed cross court. Thorne, a great pickup. Left side again. Benson. The Bruins get a block. Sean McQuiggan and Zach Rama on the right pin.
McQuiggan doing a great job of closing the block to the pin by using that lateral first step. It's very important to use that first step in your crossover movement to move laterally. Athletes sometimes get caught with just staying in one spot on that first step and trying to make up for it, but not McQuiggan.
Cameron Thorne at the line, 4-point lead. Looks pretty good from here. Got it right in front of Sean Olmstead. The ball drops on that far sideline, and now BYU will call a timeout. So the trend's very much the same as set 1, now going UCLA's way. Remember, BYU. Stanford will finish with Grand Canyon next week. And we get to decide the seedings for the MPSF tournament hosted by Pepperdine. First match will be a play-in on a Tuesday night, April 22nd. Run through the 26th.
Great timeout there by the Cougars, forcing that unforced error on the side of the Bruins. Right now with Benson at the service line, watch for him to continue to put this pace on the ball.
Benson serving the back row to Kirchi. Backside it goes. Rama scores. Zach Rama.
Rama threading the needle down that seam on the right side of the court. Rama doing a great job using all 6'8" of that reach out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Rama, a little off-speed serve there. Tafuga sliding up there on the reception. Aziz keeps it alive. Rama from 10. Tafuga taking Hauser way back there. Bruins on the move. Rowan looking for the quick 2-ball. Tafuga digs it. And Benson converts.
Benson up and available in transition is so important, especially in the back row.
All right, so here is Keone Thim. Bruins need to, of course, be careful here. It is 18-14. Thim can really roll them off at the service line. 11th in the country in aces per set. Slams one into the net there. Not getting the offensive numbers as he did earlier in the season, but he is a huge threat when he's in there, especially at the service line. Sean Kelly to serve with a 5-point lead. Both sides have led by 5 at one point or another tonight. Never more than that. Backside Benson from 10. That's dug nicely by the freshman Sean Kelly in the back row. Rama down the sideline, kept alive by Hauser. Tafuga off 3 blockers. That is a tough shot. Bruins had 3 up.
Great defense on both sides of the net because the athletes had palms up to the ceiling. They're in the right spot at the right time. Most importantly, they were stopped on hitter contact. They were not moving, giving them that opportunity to just lift that ball high.
Hurrigan service there, puts UCLA at 20 in here in the second set. There's Kahale Clinny again. Missed his serve first time around. Set 1, does have 10 aces. Redshirt freshman from Honolulu. A festive crowd tonight. It's always the case, right? When the Bruins and Cougars get together as Kahale Clinny serves his 11th ace of the year, gets UCLA that much closer to the set 2 finish.
Kahale doing such a great job of leading himself on the toss, the most effective.
Welcome back to Poly Pavilion, 21-15 UCLA. Biggest lead for either side. Bruins looking to even up the match. Kahale Clinny coming off his 11th ace of the season. Jump it up and serve it down the middle. Got Fife in there for BYU. Mix Romanes, there's a hitting error. Jackson Fife, a very good libero. He's a junior out of Vegas and has seen a lot of court time for the Cougars.
Fife saw a lot of court time last season, 13 games as a libero. Does a really great job on service eve of attacking the ball out in front.
Clinny. That's a tough serve. Tafuga and Fife losing their balance. Clinny, 2 aces in this rotation. Give him 12 for the year, and the Bruins have a match-high lead of 8. 2 points from winning set 2. Ball taken in the back by Benson, inside of 10. Romanes can't get it down. A swing for Robinson, 3 blockers up top. They got turned around, covered there by Hurget, right side, down the line. Romanes, that is no good.
Romanes identified that big block of the Bruins out in front of him, tried to thread the needle, but overcompensated just a bit.
It was 18-14, and that was when Keone Thim was in there to serve. Since then, UCLA 6-1 on the run. Tough serve again. Fife with the pass. That's a UCLA point on a double contact called. Cougars not happy. don't think you want to waste a challenge here. The potential of losing it, and then you lose the challenge at 24-15, but conversations going on. Sean talking with the down ref, Captain Herga talking with the up ref. That'll do it. Call stands, no look at it. Two teams will swap sides, and the match is even, one set apiece. 25-22 Cougars, 25-15 Bruins.
That last call was due to the fact that the second contact was a double that crossed the plane of the net, therefore obviously a double.
And Victoria Dennis on hand. That match, they're up 24-19 in set 2. Big one in the Big West tonight. Hawaii hosting Long Beach State. Those two teams are tied for first in the Big West, first of a 2-match series in Honolulu.
Starting in set number 3, number 20, Keone Thim, previously played at University of Hawaii last season, appeared in all 30 of Hawaii's matches with 14 starts as an outside.
Again, just played in one total set in their 2 matches against Stanford last week. He did go 5 for 5 though when he was in there.
Keone had the fans going during the timeout, the fans watching him bounce the ball in hitting lines. They were very excited.
And Mix Romanis is on the bench for the Cougars. Herget serves. Joust. And that is going to be won by UCLA.
Setters know how to win those jousts because they contact the ball second every single time. They're last to contact that volleyball, last to push it across the tape.
Rowan to serve as the Bruins are back to their original bench, right to left. And this should be an ace. It is. Ball popped up right into the antenna. Andrew Rowan gets an ace. Bruins an early lead change in set 3.
Rowan, setter for the Bruins, is doing a great job of challenging that 5-6 seam, the left seam of BYU.
And how about back-to-back aces?
Rapidly, again, these serves well into 70 miles an hour. Thim at the service line here. Leads the team in aces. 37 on the season for BYU.
11th in the country. By the way, UCLA already with 9 aces tonight. They had 7 after last set. Rowan has just served 2. Left side, Rama, that's good.
Nothing you can do about that. Zach Rama hitting well over the block of BYU. The block of the Cougars were moving just a little bit while Rama was contacting the ball, but it doesn't matter when he's clearing the top of that block.
Now the Bruins have gotten out of the Keone Thim service rotation immediately every time so far. Backside to Fuga, works it off the wall.
Getting out of that service eve of Keone Thim, Darren, is a great point. The Bruins are very much aware that Thim can go on a very quick service run. They're really locking it in service eve with him at the line.
Tafuga, meanwhile, is 7 for 9. And Cooper Robinson right back.
A controlled first ball contact gives the Bruins that opportunity to run that quick pick, finding the sidelines, allowing them to carve up around the defense of the Cougars.
5 kills for Robinson as the Cougars put their libero back on the floor. That's Jackson Fife. Front court, Herget out to the left. Benson cross court, kept alive by Sean Kelly. Free ball up top, Robinson. Herget, pop it up left side, Benson, and work at 3-3 blockers, Luke Benson.
Benson attacking high hands, something that he does so well and something that he really is, it's just second nature to him at this point in his career. Part of the AVCA Honorable Mention All-American.
And Tafuga near corner right in front of us, fires away and just misses the back line.
Tafuga trying to do that great job of getting the Bruins off the net there. That ball just a couple inches out of bounds. That's a great serve.
3 aces, 11 service errors for BYU. The Bruins are up 2. And 3 on the 10th service ace, for UCLA. As Zach Ramos.
Like a defensive move. You have to attack the ball out in front of you and hold on contact.
That one does not get a fortunate bounce off the top of the tape. So 10 aces and 12 service errors for UCLA, much more like it than what they experienced out in Phoenix. The 1-1 series split with the Lopes in the middle. Cameron Thorne is going to be greeted by Tion Taylor and also Keone Thim going up.
Tiani Taylor closing into 100 blocks on the season. Again, unrecruited as a high school athlete, now starting for one of the top teams in the nation.
Top 5 in their school's history, by the way, in block solos. Coming over there is UCLA, so the point should be BYU. Sean Kelly's got the ball as if he's going to serve. The up ref pointed BYU's way with the Bruins coming over, so. It's BYU's point. 7-7 is the score. John Hawks looking for an explanation from somebody.
I believe the call was an overcall. So that means that the ball did not cross the plane of the plane of the net, and the Bruins interfered.
Benson, he fires away. That had a ton of velocity right down the middle of the court. Left side, Sean Kelly uses the entire court. Caught a little awkwardly, too, in the air.
Even though the contact was a little bit awkward in the air, he identified where the ball was, where his body movement was, and was able to compensate and just redirect the ball inside the block of the Cougars.
Sean Kelly to serve. It is long. We are level 8-8, one set apiece. Again, you're going at 5 o'clock tomorrow, local time. If you can't make it out, Big Ten Network will also have it. First ever men's volleyball match to be carried by that station, and this one goes long. UCLA will get a serve back, and Cameron Thorne hopes to get it in play. 15 aces on the year for Cameron Thorne. MPSF hitting leader puts it in play. Left side, Keone Thim is roofed. Andrew Rowan and Sean.
And finishing his right shoulder and right hand back into the court.
Tough serve. Thorne goes with the off-speed serve quite a bit. Fires one though that time. Hurgit in the middle of the court. He'll set it up. Benson coming out of the back and connects.
Great play there offensively by Benson. Hurgit giving him that opportunity on the big attack because he hangs it perfectly in front of the 10-foot line, draws the block of the Bruins, and just crushes it back to the sideline.
Bruins by 1 and now 2.
Cougars have to be able to build upon those big momentum plays, especially with medium serves. I would have liked to see Hurgit try and just work for 1 to 2 at the service line.
Andrew Rowan, a couple of aces earlier this set. Sends one to Fife down the middle. Again, Benson out of the back, and Sean McQuiggan has come alive.
McQuiggan sees Benson get on his route, come around, and then changes his blocking scheme in the air. McQuiggan drops into the left seam with his hands, grabbing that volleyball.
Had a very tough start to this match, McQuiggan did. He's got a couple of blocks of recent points here. And not that time.
Thim getting on that volleyball, beating the block of the Bruins because of his fast arm swing. As soon as his feet leaves the ground, his arm is going. There's no delay in his arm.
Keone Thim, UCLA's done a really good job. With Thim at the service line, get a nice pass off there. Left side, looking for the wipe off Rama, not yet. Kelly will set. Goes to Robinson, popped up by Fife. Hurg it out to Benson, left pin, and work it off the wall. So Keone Thim wins a service point.
Great controlled rally for BYU. Benson attacking high hands again because the first and second contact was controlled, was high on the side of the Cougars.
Jump serve, Thim, that goes into the net. The Bruins hang on to their lead. Cooper Robinson with a 13-11 lead in set 3. Make it 13-12. Tion Taylor back to the front row.
Both teams really trying to push the envelope at the service line. Serving at this level is so important to be aggressive again, because if you don't, the team that you're serving against will have a first ball side out, just like Rama on the right side. Again, very difficult to serve at this level of volleyball, and even just the physics of serving.
Now Zach Rama getting a start of the oppo position tonight. He is 9 for 15 with 1 error. That's 533. Go with 2 digs, 2 blocks, and an ace. Benson through the triple wall.
Benson has had a great role on this BYU roster. Last season led the team in kills in 10 games, making first team all MPSF, and continues that this season, averaging well over 3 kills per set.
Got 8 kills tonight at 238. Front court, Rowan backside. There is Zach Rama again as he goes into double digits with 10 kills on 16. 15-13 UCLA out of the immediate timeout. Both teams still have their timeouts left. UCLA 500 in this set offensively. Zach Rama has caught fire. 10 for 16, 562. Luke Benson 8 kills to lead BYU. That one's not going to make it. Again, top of the tape at the Bruins. Having a nice service night in spite of the 15 service errors. They have served 10 aces.
And it's always that ace to air ratio at the service line, especially against that spread offense.
6 different players have served an ace tonight for UCLA. Right side, Rama down the line. That is just in there.
If the Cougars want to feed Rama down the line, they have to be able to dig that deep ball from his swing. He likes to try and tag the back 2 feet of the volleyball court.
16 looking at 14 here in set 3. 1 set apiece. Sean Kelly fires away to Fuga on the reception. He'll now swing about 12 steps off the net. Sliding under there, Kelly. Robinson with an attack. Kept alive by Fife. Overpass there. Taylor looking to dump it down. Picked up by Aziz. Bruins have it, and that is Cameron Thorne with a kill.
Theon, I would have liked to see him try and set that ball straight up on the side of the Cougars to try and run an offensive play. If you don't have the kill at the net, you have to try and have a transition attack.
Sean Kelly wins a service point to go up by 3 and almost 4. Bruins thought it was down. Other side of the court, from where we're sitting, that's right, again, right in front of the BYU bench is where that ball dropped. It is down for an ace. 2 for 3.
Add that to my stat sheet over here. My
11th one of the night for UCLA. Bruins are up by 4. That one for sure is no good.
Still plenty of ball game for the Cougars to creep back here in set number 3. Just takes one service run. BYU has been ranked in the top 10 since February of 2023. That's 42 consecutive weeks in a row.
Backside, Sean Kelly, right into Benson it goes as the freshman winds up and gets a very loud kill.
Kelly hitting that ball flat. That's how it floated a bit to say tag-gear it to the defense of the Cougars. Look to see Kelly again here.
It's where the Bruins exploded in the last set, ended up winning it by 10. Tyler Herget at the service line.
Herget, steady quarterback position for the Cougars. Last season had over 40 plus assists in 11 games.
And there's Sean McQuiggan. Nice to see him starting to play well. Had a very tough start to the night. Back in the lineup. We know what he's capable of. He had a 10 for 10 match earlier this year at UCI, tying the all-time MPSF record officially. And now it's 8 kills, 238. Talon, Jonathan Tafuga, 7 kills, 545. BYU as a team, 242 on the night. UCLA, Zach Rama has caught fire, 11 for 17, 588. Cougars out of the timeout, and they run the middle and connect with Nico Hales.
That first ball side out is because of Tafuga's first ball contact. Perfect pass, early platform for Tafuga to get that ball to setter.
UCLA hitting 356 for the match, 600 in this set with just one hitting error. Lead it by 3, BYU certainly not done yet, but the Bruins come back, run the middle with Sean McQuiggan.
McQuiggan is in the zone. He is up in the air on setter ball contact. He does a really great job of moving the ball with his shoulders square to that 5-6 seam and then finishing crossbody.
4th kill, but remember, he's come alive with his 4 blocks, 2 of them in a solo act. 21-17, right side Tafuga works it off the wall, approaching double digits.
Tafuga staying calm, cool, and collected on the right side. Played at Lakewood High School in Long Beach.
Ian Little, the serving sub for BYU, on the court. Jump it up, left-hander, and nails the back line, maybe just inside of it. Ian Little has served an ace. Could be a big one to pull his team to within 2.
Great serve there by Little, being able to carve up the side of the ball. Watch Little's hand-to-ball contact as he tries to maneuver this ball to the right side of the court.
Just his 2nd ace of the year, kind of surprised by that. You can tell he's got really good form off the bench. Left-hander, puts a lot of English on the ball, a lot of good speed. And
yeah, especially as a left-handed server and attacker. It's a little bit different look, much as a left-handed pitcher in baseball. The angle is a little bit different. You have to redirect it. Very tough serve.
Sophomore out of Temecula, went to Temecula Valley High and came in and did his job. The Bruins 22-19. Looking to go up 2 sets to 1 with Kahale Clinny, who served 2 aces earlier, and bombs away Keone Thim.
Keone Thim creating opportunity for the Cougars, especially on that big attack. His broad jump giving him that opportunity to contact that ball well in front of the 10-foot line. His vertical is absolutely out of this gym.
Just his 2nd kill, 22-20. Left side, Sean Kelly right back.
What a set there by Rowan. A tempo bump set, just directing the ball to the pin. That's a natural volleyball touch for the setter of the Bruins, Rowan.
Rama at the line. Now that looked like it was going out for sure, and a couple of contacts there, and wow. You talk about out of system and being successful with it.
Defense is heart and attitude. And Jackson Fife, number 6, libero for BYU, was not going to let that second contact die. Big point for the Cougars. Fife at the helm of that.
2-point difference. Out to the left, Kelly. Freshman goes down the line.
Kelly being able to score on that line swing because he kept his shoulders square to the 5-6.
Their libero, Jackson Fife, but Tufuga doing a heck of a job running that down. Making way for the Benson kill. Right side Tufuga, 1-on-2. Bruins get it. Gonna swing maybe for the set. No, Andrew Rowan is take care of it himself. Off the wipe off in the front row. Rowan, couple of kills as the setter tonight. And the Bruins take a 2-1 lead. 25-21 the final.
Cougars finding a little bit more of momentum coming out of the Cougars. So I expect them to lock in on this 4th set and really continue to challenge the Bruins offensively.
A couple of blocks in that set from Sean McQuiggan. 3 total blocks between the two teams in set 3. Set 4 moments away. Keone Phim will start it off right to left. And here we go, set 4. That toss really out in front and high. Front court Rowan, right side swing, and Sean Kelly starts things off in set 4.
Kelly is a very impressive athlete, only a freshman for the Bruins and really making waves for himself. No stranger to high-level volleyball, part of the U.S. High Performance Program.
Kelly 8 for an errorless 10 with that kill. To go with his 2 aces, 3 digs. In the middle, Nico Hales coming this way, and that is no good. First hitting error for Nico Hales.
That was the right swing for Hales offensively. It was very much open, just a bit out of bounds.
Andrew Rowan, couple of aces tonight at that time. Bruins 11 aces, 18 service errors. And Nico Hales at the line. Rowan, left side, a little off balance there for Rama, picked up by BYU. Thim will set from the back row. Benson high off the wall, brought back by Kirchie. Robinson inside at 10. Taylor turned around there up top, and that will go as a Bruin point.
Scramble play for BYU was called a lift on that cover ball.
Cooper Robinson at the basketball baseline here in Pauley. Jumps it up, comes up to the volleyball baseline and sends off a nice serve to Fuga, little tip, and that will drop.
The defense of the Bruins were very much dug in on their side, giving the Cougars that opportunity to score on that off-speed shot.
Tufuga gets his whistle. 2 looking at 3 here in set 4. Rowan in the middle of the court. Robinson out of the back. Kept alive for the moment. Ball is sent backwards from Hurgett, and the Cougars can't play it.
Robinson trying to stay prevalent here offensively for the Bruins. We know he had a little bit of a slow start right now. 6 kills on the ball game, batting 167. Does have 4 digs to his name.
McQuiggan serve out to the left pin, 1-on-2, and Luke Benson wins that battle.
Great pass there from Thim, getting it in and having that setting pass to control the ball on the first ball contact. Overhead passing is very important on those float serves.
Benson fires away. Rowan in the middle, backside. A 1-on-1 deal going the way of Zach Rama.
Rama staying efficient on the right side for the Bruins right now. 12 kills on the ball game because he's been mixing up his offensive shots. He's not afraid to challenge the block of the Cougars. He sees the block out in front, the defensive schemes, and is able to find different ways to score.
Tion Taylor right back. Quiet night offensively for Taylor, just his second kill on 6 swings. Very uncharacteristic, 2 early errors tonight. Does have 3 block assists. Rowan, run the middle, Cameron Thorne, leaving no chance for a dig.
Setter-hitter connection is unmatched between Rowan and Thorne. Their chemistry is remarkable. Rowan being able to just find Thorne on different routes, and when you have somebody that has the range like Thorne, you would want to set him about every single ball.
Herget and Hales right back. Yeah, and we've talked a lot about this. So nice to have a setter like Andrew Rowan here at UCLA where you can run the middle as much as they do.
They're able to run that middle though, Darren is 6'6", so his point of contact as a setter is already above the top of the tape. So that means they're able to run that much quicker of an offense. Rowan is able to create opportunities offensively to speed up his set to both pins and the middle.
Had a tremendous connection to the all-everything Merrick McHenry. Nice serve by Thorne. Hales up by Kelly in the back and get it to McQuiggan. It goes wide. Bruins don't necessarily agree. John Hawks 2 for 3 on the green card tonight. He's got it in his left hand. Gonna take a look.
In point Bruins.
Make it 3 for 4 tonight on challenges.
Big challenge call in favor of the Bruins, now solidifying that 3-point lead. The Cougars are in rotation 1, serve, receive. Look for them to find Thim on the right side.
Thorne at the service line with his 3-point lead. That one's going long. Mixes up his serves really nicely, Thorne does, and went for it down the middle. Here's the Keone Thim rotation. It hits the tape and does not get the favorable roll.
His toss was just a little bit outside of his body on that serve. He tried to bring it back into the court, but was not able to clear the top of the tape. Cougars have to work for a first ball side out.
There's Andrew Rowan. 34 assists, leading a 443 overall offense now. Out to the left side, Benson, the block is out. Not by much, good effort, 3 blockers up there. Benson gets the kill.
Rama was in the right place, but his hands were just a bit wide, making that ball go out of bounds.
Hales serving. Rama on the reception, back to Rama from Rowan, cross court, uses the whole court and misses just for the second time tonight on his 20th swing.
This is where the Cougars can be lethal, chipping away at the service line, especially with the Bruins in rotation number 1.
Hales again, down the middle to Kirchie. Rowan, right side, Robinson, clear the block and score. Get that back line. Very well done getting it over a big blocker.
Robinson does a great job of just getting his feet to the apex of the volleyball, making him be able to reach up and over that block, utilizing that first ball side out.
Robinson to Fuga, off of his chest. Herget, backside to Fuga, double block up. Cougars get it back to Fuga again. 3 blockers up for UCLA. Fife keeps it alive. Benson off the wall and off the soft block. Aziz to McQuiggan, who scores.
Finding the middle in transition has been successful for the Bruins. Rowan doing a really great job of rewarding his hard-working middles, specifically McQuiggan right now, getting up and putting that ball away.
The Bruin hitting has just been phenomenal since a disappointing set one tonight. They hit just 083, but they have been well over 500 since. That's out of bounds. 500 in set two, 684 set three, and so far in the fourth, 8 for 10, one error.
Robinson trying to find that sideline, going just a bit wide. Tafuga does a really great job here at the service line for BYU.
Kirchie on the reception, out to the left. And Kelly puts another one down. What a night he's having.
Great volleyball IQ from the freshman Kelly on the left pin. He saw the defense of the Cougars dug it in, and he sold it with his big step close, double arm lift, but the last second, he slowed down his hand-to-ball contact.
That's 9 for 11 without an error. Out to the left side, Benson, and catches the right fist of McQuiggan right in his path. 2-point difference. Benson will go to the line.
Fim in the front row with front row setter Herget. Look for Herget to spread that offense.
Benson's service here puts UCLA up 13-10. Aziz for Kirchie. They swap liberos. It's two libero system. And Rama to serve.
With Herget in the front row, look for BYU to set Benson on that bick.
Nico Hales comes back on for the Cougs, and Zach Rama, or excuse me, it'll be Tion Taylor back to serve. Taylor jogging up to the line, puts it in play. Rowan. And out of the back, Cooper Robinson. That is no good. In the middle of the court like that, kind of makes for a tight window to the right. He missed it wide.
Running down the middle of the court gives him that range to be able to try and find that right sideline, left sideline. I would expect him to try and find it here again.
Rowan to Thorne off a touch, covered to Fuga. Thim looking for a wipe off. He's got it. Rowan and Thorne to man Hawks. Take a look. They talked briefly about it on the bench and said, no, we're not going to look at it. Taylor serves. We got a 13-all tie. Left side, Sean Kelly. Fires away, kept alive. Finn going to be blocked that time. That's Thorne, Rowan, and Kelly.
Thorne identifying the set of BYU, staying neutral and then responding in air.
Hang on. First time tonight. BYU is going to take a look.
The momentum of the Bruins. You are coming into the media timeout, but the Cougars still have two challenges. They'll lose this one though, and point going to the Bruins.
No net violation. Kind of liking this down ref, the way she works her challenges over there. Very quick looks and
not a long delay. She is efficient.
Very efficient, yeah. Kelly off the top of the tape and all level again. 14-all in the fourth. Cougars looking for a fifth. UCLA looking to wrap up night one in 4 sets and hang on to at the bare minimum, a first place tie with 3 to play. If they can get the W tonight. Right side, Kelly, 1-on-2. Ball redirects, Fife keeps it alive. Left side, Keone Fim, covered in the back off the soft block. Left side, Robinson, flag is up, no touch. And on a lead change, BYU will lead it by 1 into the media timeout. 15-14, UCLA 2 sets to 1 on Big Ten Plus. timeout. Tyler Herget, the server. We'll jump it up from the far corner. Send one to Kirchie down the middle. Rowan out to the left pin. Robinson winds up and succeeds.
That's the swing that we've been seeing from Robinson all season long, and what we can expect to close out the MPSF season coming into post-play. Robinson loves that sharp cross.
Robinson 9 for 22. He does have the 5 hitting errors. Second most amount of kills on the Bruins. Right side, Keone Thim. Covered by Rama, and again Robinson, back-to-back kills for Cooper out of the media timeout.
Robinson doing a really great job of finding the seams in the block.
Second Bruin to double-digit kills. Luke Benson, the BYU leader, 12 kills at 333. Keone Thim on the reception. Herget back to Thim, 1-on-2, and he connects.
Thim again, no delay in his arm swing. He saw the block of the Bruins out in front, giving him the opportunities to swing high, off and through. Watch for him at the service line now to carve up in between the seams of the serve receive of the Bruins.
Tied at 16. Left side, Robinson looking for his third kill out of the media timeout, couldn't get it. Kelly will set, go Robinson again. Herget on the cover, far sideline. Thim will set, goes to Benson. Ball trickles across the court to Robinson, but they use Rama out of the back and can't get it down. Benson reaching out there is Kirchie, and the Cougars get a kill and take the lead again.
Relentless defense from the Cougars will win that rally for them. BYU being very disciplined, reading and reacting. They're stopped on hitter contact, giving them opportunities to lift the ball in transition.
17 serving 16. Then Robinson to Rowan, backside, Kelly, get a touch. Sean Kelly, been hot all night, 10 for an errorless 14.
Kelly is cruising offensively. For a freshman, he does not play like one. Goes with confidence, taking those big rips.
He's also played a tremendous match defensively. 4 digs, 2 blocks, and 11 for 11 on serve receive. Out to the left pin. And how about a block solo for Zach Rama?
It looked like Rama almost pulled his hands away, but at the last second, he went quick and fast over the top of that tape, one-on-one, diving into the seam.
Timeout BYU as the Bruins take the lead. Do it again tomorrow night. 5 o'clock. And the Bruins will wrap up the regular season next weekend, a home and home with USC. Could have a regular season title on the line, of course. BYU will return home after Saturday, after tomorrow, and get Pepperdine to wrap it up next weekend. All right, 18-17 UCLA. Andrew Rowan, 2 aces tonight at the line, gonna go long.
This is where the Cougars need to close in, coming into the red zone. Can they push 1 point at a time? Ian Little back into the ball game. He has that left-handed topspin serve, changing the angle look of the serve receive for the Bruins.
Had an ace last time he was in there. It's just his second, surprisingly, on the season. He clips the tape here. Puts the Bruins out of system and, in fact, can't even play it. So Ian Little getting it done off the bench, putting BYU back on top.
Watch for Little to take a little bit off of this topspin serve. Likes to go short.
Fires away down the middle to Sean Kelly, left side and connecting. Looked like that was down, wasn't it? Didn't hear a whistle. Very late whistle. Finally, give the point to UCLA, but again, 12 for 12 now on serve receive.
Offense starts with a pass. BYU looking for one here.
Robinson, tough serve. Keone Phim on that pass to Fuga. 3 blockers up, denied. Let's see where Herget goes this time. In the middle to Tion Taylor.
Taylor getting up and available for the Cougars, swinging high and away. Does a really great job of keeping his elbow high to challenge that block of McQuiggan. It's a really great lineup, the two of them.
Cougars 20-19 in the fourth, looking for a 5-setter. Out to the left side, Kelly kept alive to Fuga. Inside of 10, 3 blockers up for UCLA. Phim avoids the block, reaching out. Luca Kirchi, well done. Cross court, Zach Rama finishes. Nice ball there, and Kirchi is going to get a bunch of high fives.
Rama is an elite athlete. Ball, sometimes he doesn't even need to get his feet to the ball. He just creates opportunities for himself.
20-20. And set 4, Kahale Clinny back in. 2 aces earlier. And that one puts BYU back on top. Luke Benson.
Watch for Benson to serve the 5-6 seam, trying to put that ball on Kelly.
Robinson with the pass, backside, Rama scores again.
Rama saying, tag, you're it. He's had consistent play time since his freshman year. Now that
ball down the middle, front court Herget, Taylor, a little tip, turned around there, Thorne, ooh, look out. All you want here is for these guys to get up, and they do. That's Rowan and Robinson, a little collision here in the backcourt.
Tough look there for the Bruins, of miscommunication, forcing that unforced error. Andrew Rowan trying to find first ball side out with the Bruins.
Taylor with the serve, Kirchi to Rowan, left side, Kelly, that drops. Sean Kelly gets another one. Go 11 for 16 without an error.
Rowan staying with the flow, finding Kelly on the left side, really utilizing and forcing that quick offense to the left pin.
Well, we got 22s on the scoreboard. Bruins up 2-1. Kelly at the service line, lanes in play, good serve on 2, tip back over. Bruins looking for a lead. Off the soft block and covered by Phim, who now swings and scores. Keone Phim took charge at that point, give BYU the lead.
Smart swing from BYU. BYU now has all 3 offensive threats in the front row. Benson on the bick.
23 looking at 22. Herget puts it in play. Rowan to Thorne on the rather low set. Thorne manages to get it over anyway. Return off the tape. Rowan to Thorne again. And hammer away to tie it up at 23.
When Thorne is in the front row with Rowan, Rowan wants to get the ball to Thorne, especially when he doesn't have a right side attacker. He has Rama on that D ball, but expect Thorne every single time to get set.
Well, our first deuce situation tonight. 23 is on the board. Thorne's at the line, and UCLA is missing some set point. Cougars. And look who's at the line. Keone Phim. 24-23. Jump it up. Phim go down the middle. Nice pass from Kelly. Out of the back. Popped up and kept alive, but back over on 2. Rowan. And again, Zach Rama. Staying hot. We're going to go extra points in the fourth.
Darren, I said look for it, and we found it. Both back-to-back sets, going to Rama, going to Kelly in the back row. Rama doing his job and just swinging hard away.
Andrew Rowan rotation. Ball taken by Thim. Left side, coming down the line and scoring, Luke Benson off of Rowan.
What a swing by Benson, going high down the line, threading that needle. That is a big dog swing. That's very clutch for Benson to find that needle down the line.
Second set point for BYU. Hales off the tape, taken by Kirchie. Rowan and a little tip over the wall. Zach Rama again keeps set 4 going. 25's on the board.
Placement not power for Rama. Great volley IQ as he saw that was well open. Defense of the Cougars dug in.
Another monster night, this time at the opposite position for Zach Rama. And another late set miss.
Set is front row for BYU. Watch for them to spread the offense, go against the flow.
Third set point for BYU. It's to Fuga to put it in play. Rowan out on the right. It goes to Rama. That's dug by Finn. This for the set for the Cougars. And knocking it down is Luke Benson.
What a dig in middle back by Finn. Controlled dig to transition set to Benson. Benson hanging high on, as I'd expect the Cougars to continue to find Benson, especially on that high ball on the left side, and continue to spread that offense.
In 5, in spite of the 42 service errors. Pulled it out 15-11 in the 5th, and
in the games to 5 battle.
well, our last broadcast on Big Ten Plus. How fitting it is, I suppose. We see a really good match and we go the distance. Of course, you got Big Ten Network tomorrow for the first time, men's volleyball. And then the USC match will also be on BTN next Thursday night at 7:30. All right, from right to left, Keone Thim puts it in play. Left side, Robinson, clear 3 blockers, but a beautiful up by Hauser. Excuse me, that was Fife. 2 blockers up for UCLA, and the Bruins strike first. Rowan and McQuiggan. Fife back at libero for BYU.
An Uno reverse for McQuiggan and Rowan. Rowan in the middle blocking that ball. McQuiggan on the pin, clamping back down.
Rowan to serve. Ball down the middle, front court, and Thim. McQuiggan up. And really a tough angle there for Benson. Can't get it down. Robinson off a couple of touches. Will. First 2 points, obviously, you said, in a race to 15, a shortened set. Very important to get off to a good start.
Big time. You especially right out of the gate. And right now, Rowan is doing a great job of finding Robinson's attacking window on the pin.
Bruins are hitting 420 overall tonight. BYU 287. And how about an ace? It's been a while. Actually, the Bruins have been sitting with 11 aces for a while. Rowan serves his 3rd tonight. UCLA with 12 as a team. First 3 to UCLA in set 5.
Rowan plays a good chess game. He's trying to take Benson, the front row outside, out of the play here.
Jump serve Rowan again. Ball taken by Fife. Front row it goes. Left side Benson kept alive by Sean Kelly. Robinson wipe it off, and oh my goodness, off somebody's shoulder. They almost got a kill. Robinson again. And let's see, on the return, it looked like it went out. That was a very odd point.
Going off of Benson's head, much like a soccer play when you try to make a goal off your head. Benson's still laughing at that play.
Sean
playing some heads-up volleyball.
Yeah, you're going to get a challenge here somewhere in that mess. Might as well take a look. UCLA wins the point as the call stands. But yeah, that I think that was our most awkward looking point all night.
Going off the top of Benson's head there, it still stayed in play. Rowan still at the service line, wanting to serve area 5.
4-0. Hurget in the middle, run Hales, and the Cougars are on the board.
Benson does a really great job of fighting that pass, giving the Cougars the opportunity to find their middle. Hales for that first ball side out.
First point for BYU on their 6th attack of the set. Front court Rowan, out of the back, Kelly. Swing away off of Tion Taylor and Tufuga. Cougars come up a little dissatisfied.
Cougars saying that Kelly foot faulted, but I do not believe so.
Having absolutely one of his best nights of his career. Front court's Tion Taylor.
Controlled first ball contact, finds Taylor, giving him that opportunity to swing high and away. Again, Taylor, what a story. Not recruited in high school, now starting middle blocker for one of the top teams in the nation.
5-2 Bruins in the 5th. Rowan, backside, Rama. Cross court, what a swing.
Rama is so lethal because of his range of attack. He gets his feet to the apex of the volleyball every single time. Rama never hits on his way down. He's never early. It's copy and paste no matter where the ball is at. Rama is the same.
He is 18 for 29, hitting .552. Here is
it also helps
Clinny.
to be 6'8", Darren. Helps to be 6'8".
Yeah. Holly Clinny, 12 aces on the year, 2 of them tonight. Ball down the middle. Hurget out to the left pin, 1-on-2. Benson had that one right side, and Tufuga, no good. I don't know that did the Bruins get a piece of that, or did Tufuga straight miss it?
I believe the Bruins did contact that ball, securing the block.
Holly Claney back to serve. Puts it in the air, leans in, off the tape it goes. Could get an ace out of it. No, pancake there by Thim at the last moment. And then off the touch of Thorne. Wow. Thim right there just kept BYU in this match.
And that's all you have to do right now if you're on the side of the Cougars. Just try and give your team an opportunity to score.
Well, the Bruins might want to take a look. That's in fact what they're challenging. It looked like he did make that. Giving number 3 USC in the Galen Center a huge battle. Stanford is just 2-6 in the MPSF. USC, of course, tied with UCLA at the top. That's also a 2-match series. 7-3 Bruins. Benson, a good serve, deep, and run Cameron Thorne. That is good. 8-3 Bruins at the switch.
Rowan loves to find Thorne, especially when Rowan is in the front row. When we reach 8 points in set number 5, we switch sides in volleyball. Bruins currently hitting at 7-14, 5 kills, 0 errors in set 5.
Got up to the 4-0 lead, and once you get off even to that little lead in set 5, side out game works wonders. It's been 4-3 since. Left side, and Keone Thim, hard swing. Bruins pick up on it. Well, tomahawk action by Robinson from the back line. Taylor nearly roof, picks up his own ball. Backside Thim on the left pin. The Bruins, yeah, I thought the Bruins netted. The Cougars wanted that call. Thim still kept alive, out to the left. Kelly is dug on the sideline by Tafuga. Long point. And it will be converted by Luke Benson.
Great extended rally for the Cougars, finding ways to score in transition. Number 9 playing right back defense. Tafuga for BYU kept that ball alive. Herget running an elite offense, finding Benson on that pick.
Ian Little, an ace earlier tonight. Top of the tape and does not get the roll. Bruins back up a handful in set 5. Tion Taylor returns.
Tafuga for the Cougars, only 2 digs away from earning a double-double on the ball game. 10 kills to his name.
Sean Kelly having a big night all the way around the court, really. Instead, the 27th service error for UCLA.
BYU rotating now to rotation number 1 with Herget at the service line. All 3 offensive attackers in the front row. Benson on that pick.
Ball taken in the back, but Kirchie sends it wide and over the Bruin bench. That is a big ace to get the Cougars to within 3. Tyler Herget. Herget serves his second ace. It's BYU's 5th tonight. Ball clips the tape there. Robinson. And yes, sir, Cooper Robinson.
Robinson, elite swing, carving up inside the block. Never afraid to challenge the left back defender. Forcing that ball with that high hand-to-ball contact.
And that one's way out of bounds, missed by Cameron Thorne. The Cougars just kind of hanging around still, right? And Bruins did have a lead of 5 a couple moments ago, but certainly hanging around. BYU 10-7 in this decisive 5th set. From the near corner, Fim off big serve. Robinson a swing picked up, but on the return, Sean McQuiggan right in the middle of the court puts it down.
Those are the block touches the Cougars are trying to find. Just got to try and utilize them a little bit more. Got unlucky with that block touch with the overpass. If BYU wants to crawl back here, they have to play disciplined defense.
Andrew Rowan to serve. Bruins 4 points away, but yet another service error.
Middle serving for BYU. Hales at the service line.
Nico Hales to serve. And that'll be an ace off the hands of Rama on the pass attempt. Little by little, trimming the deficit.
Great.
It is now 9 serving 11. Kirchie on the pass. Rowan. McQuiggan off a couple of Cougars there, and that one's going out on the 3rd touch. Bruins inching closer, 12-9. First things first, got to get a serve, and UCLA flirting with yet another victory with a 30-plus service error night. Timeout. BYU will call it. They're out there with the 42 errors and won it by 4 in the 5th. Aaron pass. Kelly, a little skip shot, and that is no good. And is that Sean's first hitting error tonight? Think so.
It is.
Yeah. BYU is within 1 point hold, and they were also down 9-4. Tafuga at the service line. It is in play down the middle. Right side, Rama, a little tip over the wall. Popped up by Fife to keep it alive. Benson off 2 blockers. We are level, 12-12. The Cougars have come all the way back from 9-4 down.
What a play by libero 5 for the Cougars, extending under that ball to lift it on their side of the net, giving them the opportunity to score in transition.
Tafuga. Go down the middle, and that is an errant pass, an overpass in fact, and the Bruins lucky to still be in this point. Fife with the dig. It's 12 all in the fifth. Benson off 3 blockers. A lead change. Cougars 13-12. Comeback.
Benson skipping through.
Is there a challenge here perhaps? Well, Sean Olmsted's got the green card in his hand. They're going to look at something.
Nonetheless, great swing from Benson. He had a close block and he tried to thread it through the needle going 4-4 there. That is an elite swing, and honestly, that ball, if he swung again, same swing verbatim, very much could be in.
Tied at 13.
That, in fact, was the right call from my angle. I did see that ball out of bounds. Nonetheless, great swing from Benson.
McQuiggan serves, goes in the middle. Somebody's in the net. That's the Bruins. Kelly up there. Yep.
Untimely, unforced error by the Bruins, giving a possible match point.
Yep, there have been quite a few, honestly, untimely, unforced errors tonight by the Bruins. Errant pass there. Kelly goes up, cross court. That is out. Oh my goodness, by a millimeter. From here anyway. BYU says, forget it, just play on. It's 14 all.
Sending us into overtime. BYU has Herbert.
On a miss hit too. Fife front row to Hurget out to the left. That's dug up. Bruins have it. Row in and ball popped up. Benson brought back. Hurget. Bruins up for a block. Kelly and Thorne. Bruins will have a match point. Match point UCLA. Rama clips the tape. Taken by Tufoga. And out to the left. Keone Thim. Triple wall up. Covered by Benson. They'll run it again to Keone. Kept alive, overpass, Taylor, popped up by Aziz. This for the match, Rama blocked. Keone Thim, Tion Taylor, we play on, 15 all.
Keone Thim keeping the Cougars alive and well. That might as well have been the block of his career for BYU, keeping them alive. Taylor at the service line. Rama on the reception, get at the row and run Thorne. No room for it that time, just inside. When Thorne is swinging, finding that sideline.
Sean Kelly at the service line. Second match point, Pauley Pavilion, much of them on their feet. It is wide. Another unforced play by UCLA late, and that's been very costly tonight in both the fourth, so far in the fifth, 16 all. Rowan, it goes to Rama, high off the wall, kept alive by Fife. Here come the Cougars, Thim on the left, he got it. Wow, Keone Thim. He played all of one set in the Stanford series last week.
Great defense by the Cougars, giving Thim that opportunity to swing high and away.
He's got 6 kills off the bench tonight, and now it's second match point BYU. Off the tape it goes. Rowan out to the left. Robinson, that's good. 17's on the board.
Robinson, calm, cool, and collected, swinging away for the Bruins on the pin. Right now, set is back row for the Cougars. They have all three front row attackers available.
Bruins hitting .333 as a team in the set. Thorne serves down the middle. Hurget backside. Thim looking for another one. No good. It is hit wide. Third match point for UCLA coming up. Down to 160 offensively in set 5. Bruins, another match point with Thorne at the line. Hurget in the front row, backside it goes. Thim, and the Bruins have a wall up to end it. Robinson and McQueen.